which is just amazing. Today I'm sharing my Sunrise Surprise Smoothie featured from my brand new 6-week summer meal plan. This smoothie is intended to be a break fast or a first meal. So it's been optimized for those really satiating factors of protein and fat to help make this an actual true meal. Unlike a lot of other smoothie recipes that tend to be either low in protein or most likely in fat, this smoothie contains high quality sources of both. So this helps to make sure that you're full and satisfied and not going to be craving sugar. And because it contains both, it is something you can use as a meal replacement, or rather just a meal. Now I use a smoothie recipe to break my intermittent fast, but if you're not using intermittent fasting, you can absolutely still have this as a first meal option. Now some of the key ingredients are going to be Greek yogurt, which is a really great source of complete protein. In fact, just 1 cup of Greek yogurt usually has around 20-ish grams of protein. If you're also using a grass-fed, full-fat Greek yogurt, you get the really added perk of vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is actually an essential nutrient that's needed to help transport calcium out of the arteries and into the bones. So simultaneously, it can help protect your heart while also improving bone health. And for the fats to help boost satiety, make sure that you're full and satisfied, we're going to be using coconut butter, which is really just a pureed form of coconut meat, and then hemp seeds. Hemp seeds also contain a bit of complete protein as well, so you get an added boost of both protein and fat with hemp seeds. And then from here for flavor, we're going to be adding in pineapple as well as some lemon. We'll also be adding in a little bit of vanilla extract and sea salt. This combination helps to bring out some natural sweetness without adding in a lot of sugar. Okay, so let's get to making this. Now for the base, we're going to be using unsweetened coconut milk. You can also use unsweetened almond milk or really any other nut and seed milk. Hemp milk is another good option. I would just recommend not using oat milk, which if you're curious why, I do have a video and I'll link that down in the description below. But this is actually my homemade coconut milk. It's really simple, literally takes 5 minutes or less, which I do have a step-by-step video on how to make this right here. But you can also just use regular store-bought as well, just make sure it's unsweetened. So the amount you use will just depend on how much you like and how thick you like your smoothie. Anywhere between 8 to 12 ounces is a good amount. Now when I'm using Greek yogurt, I like to use a little bit less of the actual liquid base because the Greek yogurt tends to add a little bit of liquid anyway. Okay, so next is a tablespoon of both hemp seeds and coconut butter. And if you're really active, or if you find that you are still a little bit hungry after this, then you might want to add in an extra serving of either the coconut butter or the hemp seeds. That can help to boost the satiety a little bit more if you find that you need a little bit more satiation. And PS, if you have a Costco nearby, they sell massive things of coconut butter for a lot less expensive, so just like a little tip. Now I'm going to do about a cup-ish of Greek yogurt. This is where my protein source is going to be coming from. But if you are plant-based or you don't like Greek yogurt, a really good option instead to get the same consistency and protein is to use about a cup's worth of an unsweetened plant-based yogurt and then adding in 1 serving of protein powder of your choice. Now this is my homemade Greek yogurt, which is actually way easier to make than it sounds. I also recently did a video on how you can make your own homemade Greek yogurt. I'll also have that link down in the description below or right here so you guys can check that out. And that will end up saving you like $400 a year. It's nuts. All right, now for the lemon. This helps to add like a nice citrusy flavor to it, which this whole recipe is actually inspired by my 90-year-old grandpa. He used to make us something really similar to this growing up, and it was him who coined it the Sunrise Surprise. So I'm using a half of a lemon. If you have it, a Meyer lemon tastes amazing in this, but just a regular lemon will work as well. And I'm gonna add in about a 1/4 cup of frozen pineapple. Now I'm using about a 1/4 cup of frozen pineapple as the main sugar source in this. This fairly small amount is to help keep the sugar content lower so that you're not going to greatly spike the storing hormone insulin. Sugar is one of the biggest drivers of that storing hormone insulin, so especially if you have a weight loss goal in mind, you definitely want to keep the sugar content low. Interestingly, the biggest sugar content is actually going to be coming from the Greek yogurt in this, and this is because of lactose. Now the important thing to note though about the lactose that's going to be in the Greek yogurt is that it is fairly low glycemic load. In fact, it's really low glycemic load. This means the impact that it has on blood sugar, therefore the insulin levels, is going to be pretty minimal. But to help get some additional sweet flavor without it actually being sweet, I'm also adding in some vanilla extract, about a 1/2 teaspoon's worth. And then lastly, adding in a little pinch of a high quality sea salt helps to also just bring out those natural sweet flavors without actually adding in any more sugar. All right, so now we're just going to blend this guy up. It literally looks and smells like a pina colada. For some added crunch, I like to add on some toasted coconut flakes. And what's great about the toasted coconut flakes is that if you're getting unsweetened, there's no sugar, you get a nice crunch, and it's another satiating fat source to be adding in. All right, now for the taste test. The pineapple with the coconut flakes really brings in like those tropical vibes for summer, which is just amazing. But I also like the slight tang of the Greek yogurt. Overall, just makes it really feel like a good summery drink to be having right now. When in fact, my grandpa used to have us before we would have our sunrise surprise, say the little mantra. In the morning, my sunrise surprise helps me open my eyes. I'd go a mile for my sunrise surprise. Happy smile. And what you're supposed to do when you said happy smile is take a sip and make sure it got all over your lips so you had like a smoothie mustache, and then yell out happy smile. So if you're making this today or tomorrow, I fully expect that you use the sunrise surprise mantra. Which this smoothie recipe is actually one of the featured recipes from my new 6-week summer meal plan to go along with the 6-week summer challenge starting on Monday, July 6th. So if you guys want to learn more about that and join in on the summer challenge, I'll also have those details listed down in the description below. So sunrise surprise smoothie, cheers guys. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you joining in on the summer challenge, cannot wait. Oh my gosh, so many fun things happening this summer. Otherwise, thanks so much guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.